So next up, man, gonna get into some hip hop shit. If y'all noticed, should have known we were gonna touch on that now. Y'all see that ferry in the background. Heard. So we got Ghostface Killah, Supreme Clientele 2. What a good year for that now, bro. We got a Raekwon album and a Ghostface album. And they both pop. Get into it. So Ghostface just dropped Supreme Clientele, the highly anticipated sequel to his 2000 masterpiece, which was released on August 22nd, 2025 on the Mass Appeal record label, Nas's joint. The album is actually part of Nas's Legend Has It series. I guess that's the whole thing with the Emperor's New Clothes. I believe they just did Slick Rick joint. I gotta go and hear the Rick joint or whatever. I saw like the video, like little art project thing they did for it, but I didn't actually get to hear the album in its entirety. So I definitely want to do that, whatever shit. Because as far as old school rap, you know, like Slick is legendary rapper. Slick is my one of my favorites from like the 80s. But back on Ghostface, man. So I listened to the album, and all I got to say is it's a gritty, classic New York hip hop joint. You know what I'm saying? Got a star-studded roster with like guests like Raekwon, Method Man, and GZA as far as on the Wu-Tang side. You got Nas, Redman, M.O.P., Conway, and Styles P on that. Hell, you go crazy, right? Ghost, man, like, to be over 50, like, he really balanced out, like, the wordplay, the storytelling with, like, a rugged-ass delivery. Like, it still sounds fresh and vibrant. You know what I mean? Like, detail and, like, the street narrative, all of the slang, and, like, bro, the shit is fire. Like, he really was in his bag with that shit. You know what I mean? The beats got that golden age New York sound with, like, the soulful samples. You know what I mean? So, but it comes off more vintage than dated. Like, sometimes that shit just, you know, like, when you try to go too nostalgic with it, it sounds a little dated. You know what I mean? But most of them joints is, like, high energy, reminiscent of, like, that early 2000s, like, that beat knot. You understand what I'm saying? The album includes flips of, like, the classic break, sampled from, like, My Melody by Eric B. and Rakim. That's what he used for the Rap Kingpin joint, which is, like, the first single on the album. And it kind of, the Rap Kingpin joint kind of got a feel like the song Mighty Healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the feel of it or whatever. If y'all go and listen to Mighty Healthy, and then y'all go and play Supreme Clientele, like, if y'all listen to it, you'll hear, like, Mighty Healthy with a little bit of that check out my melody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's that. It's another joint on there that's fire, called The Tribe. And it's like a posse cut featuring Raekwon, GZA, and Method Man in, like, a courtroom drama concept. You know what I mean? Like, that shit was hard. They got, it's another joint on there called Candyland. And it's like a street record, but it's using, like, the metaphor of candy. And they got, like, a carnival, like, beat. Like, you kind of think about, like, Coney Island, like, cotton candy type You know what I mean? Shit like that. But Metaphysics is like a theme song for Ghostface and shit, like just defining his style over, you know, like how that shit, like the beat, it just got that vintage flavor. Like I don't know how you Ghostface joints, like if you listen to Iron Man and all that shit, whatever, bro, like it really sound like sometimes I be thinking about like Miseducation of Sonny Carson or like black exploitation film, like Black Caesar, all that shit. Cause it's like action movie type, you know what I mean? Shit. But my personal favorite track, crazy to say, is the intro. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh, that's easy to listen to the first track. You probably just listen to the first track. Nah, listen to the whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually, when I edit this clip, I'm gonna actually go down and show the, like, watch history or whatever, and show you, like, I listen to all that shit. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, like, that just come on like how a Fiend described his first crack hop. Full speed intensity, no break, bro. The nigga, some of the lines in this shit, bro, is the stamp on the dope was Ronald Reagan with front. My man ran over his legs, all we heard was the crunch. Chase Bank, nobody moved, just finish your lunch. Damn, I got brain matter all over my dunks. Fake Democrat bulldaggers blowing at Trump. I put weight on so many bodies, you can call me a clump. Nah, bro, like you gotta hear it on the beat. Like I'm just like breaking it down so you can really like, you know, see how this shit connected. Nigga had in the second verse he started off, he said William Block, Swahili and Mops. Imported a caramel cream Brazilian box. Some shit. Yo, these niggas. He said I got Wall Street, Nick. He said I got Wall Street bugging off of helium stocks. I got the fountain of youth, $1 million a pop. What the fuck is it? And that shit kind of slick because it almost sounds like a double entendre. Like I got the fountain of youth. $1 million a pop, like $1 million youth, like you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang for the babies, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like it just sound like that. You just never know. He said, shout out to shout out to Wheelchair Watt. They get busy. Polo shirts, they carve in your face. The Nike swoosh look pretty. Yeah, like bro, this shit is like, and while I was talking about the movie shit, it got like skits on there too, with featuring Redman, Dave Chappelle, and it kind of like created that golden vibe or whatever with like little comedic interludes or like thematic like transitions and like kind of build like the album whole cinematic feel. Cause you know like both like to make his shit like a movie. You know what I mean? If you ever listen to it, like that kind of how it plays out. It sounds scored, damn near. You know what I'm saying? Now, while some critics had found them to be like pacing interruptions and all of that, but we all understand that a lot of these people are part of the short attention span of it. You know what I mean? But others, you know, like myself, praise them for the humor, you know, and just adding flavor to the project. Like the skit opens up, like Redman is doing the intro skit, you know what I mean, which immediately like kind of set the tone, cause y'all know like Redman be high, like you know, or he be high, but like he be high energy as well. So they had a pause skit. And it was like where Ghostface and his crew have a conversation and poke fun at the generation gap in hip hop and the changing lingo. You know what I mean? The skit kind of leads into the song Gorgy Porgy. You know what I mean? Which is pretty dope or whatever. I forgot the way we were bring that one up. Yeah, Gordy Porgy was dope too. And yeah, like it kind of like was a deep contrast, and that shit was like real funny and shit. And like Gordy Porgy get a little like shit kind of like braggadocious, bravado, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Still of the Century skit. You know, y'all gotta go and check that one out. A highlight of the album, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, because this is the joint that features Dave Chappelle along with Ghostface. The humor is delivered through a sketch comedy style, like adding an unexpected but like welcome element to the project. The skit then serves as like a prelude to the dramatic track The Trial, which, you know what I mean, I just told you I'll go crazy, bro. Method Man or whatever, Method Man was walking on everything. You know what I'm saying? But then they had the Lenny Green skit, and this featured like a radio featured the radio personality Lenny Green. You know what I mean? Known for his you know, he got that smooth voice on WBLS or whatever. You know what I mean? New York radio station, for those of y'all who don't know. And the skit is likely, you know, meant to be like a brief interlude introducing or referencing Green's like distinctive on-air presence and bringing a slice of classic NYC culture like to the album. Yeah, everybody remember WBLS or whatever and shit before we had Hip Hop Station. That was what everybody listened to. You know what I mean? Now, I saw some people like, you know, comment and say that they found the album kind of uneven compared to the original due to, I guess, briefly and like, well, I guess like the scattered feel. But like, I didn't really find anything uneven or scattered about it, though. Like, classic, I mean, he kind of stuck to the basics and just the energy was right, bro. Like I actually will go and listen to that shit again. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nas, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Mass appeal for, you know, opening like the floodgates. And I think this is dope too, because now with Nas being involved in that whole casino resort thing in Queens, I'm pretty sure we're gonna start seeing some of these legacy artists do residencies in New York City, and that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be fun to go to. You know what I mean? So yeah, it kind of got me thinking about the whole casino thing because you know, Jay and them bidding for the casino, whatever, and to that 1515 Broadway. I got some content coming about that. But let me know what y'all think, man. Have you heard the album? And on some quick time with slime type shit, which one are you feeling the most? Raekwon, The Emperor, The New Clothes, or Ghostface, Supreme Clientele 2? Or do you have to take a drink and say both? I'm on the fence or whatever to take a drink. Like if I had to make that choice, I'd be taking a shot. I don't know, bro. That Raekwon joint, I'm gonna listen to them both, like because they both on like both albums, bro. It's like shit is, I don't know. It's like all over again. It's like that whole Cuban Link, Iron Man era, like. But yeah, bro. Shout out to Ghostface, man. Staten Island.